Terrifying moments inside a popular family hangout spot. Two people were shot at the Main Event Entertainment Center in Cobb County. That is where we find Atlanta News First Blake Devine, who joins us live. And Blake, have police said how this happened yet?
Lana, this was a scary situation Sunday night as two men were shot inside this popular place for families and teenagers. Police crews cleared out of here early this morning, and Main Event actually opened up here just about an hour ago. Violence erupting inside a Main Event Sunday night in Cobb County. Gunshots rang out as two people were shot shortly after 9 p.m. We talked to one woman who stopped by the event center Monday morning. She was shocked to hear what happened.
That's scary. Yeah, it's pretty scary, like I said.
When Cobb County police arrived on scene, they were unable to find the suspected shooter, as they immediately began treating the two men who were shot. Both victims were transported by ambulance to a local hospital.
I mean, we got to do something about guns, don't we? Gun control and all of that, so, but it's terrifying.
An hours-long investigation ensued with the Major Crimes Unit looking for any evidence, as it appeared the crime scene stretched from the bar over to the arcade area. We talked to nearby business owners who declined to go on camera, yet hope metal detectors would be added to the entrance of the entertainment center.
Well, that's the thing, what can you do? Because then it makes it terrifying for to come with your family and stuff, so I don't know how you can control all of that, to be honest.
We reached out to the property management group of this complex along with the corporate office of Main Event, asking if any safety changes will be made after this incident. At this time, we're still waiting on a response. Reporting live in Cobb County, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.